she told me I chose the violin. She told me that I said, I want to learn this, the violin.
At what age did
age
you?
3 years old.
Play
Sure.
for us? Ya. Banyak banget millennials yang suka sama Kak Is. Apalagi katanya, aduh, violinist yang good looking, yang ganteng, ya. Jarang banget. Kita pengen tahu sebenarnya Kak Is ini half Arabian, half Germany.
Yes, I have actually no German blood, but I was born and raised in Germany.
Okay.
So my father is from Maluku Ternate, orang Ambon, berasal keturunan Arab. And then my mother is from Medan, keturunan Tiongkok, you say, ya?
Ya. Nah, jadi mixed blood ini jadi ganteng gitu ya.
The more the merrier.
Oke. Ngobrolin soal your process dari kecil, berarti at what age did you start to play music?
So, as I was born, I don't have clear memory of that, but my mom told me I was sleeping under the piano, listening to her practicing. And then she brought me to a children's concert when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
And I saw different instruments. And she told me I chose the violin. She told me that I said, I want to learn this, the violin.
At what age did you?
3 years old.
3 years old.
So then I got my first teacher shortly before I turned 4 years old.
Yeah.
And then I started playing just for fun. And my first public concert was when I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
We played with the group in Italy. And it was an important moment because I still remember how it felt to be on stage. And then it felt very good for me and it felt very natural. So I wanted to continue doing that.
But then how did you manage the consistency? I mean, like the 3 years old boy, pilih violin. Aduh, kayak aku milih sesuatu aja kayaknya umur 10 tahun, umur 15 juga udah beda lagi. Apalagi sudah besar. Pilihan kita banyak banget. Kenapa bisa yakin dan sampai sekarang?
Saya seperti orang obsesif sekali. Kalau sudah pilih satu hal, saya tetap mau belajar dan perbaiki skill keahlian. Dan iya, saya setiap hari sebenarnya latihan. Dan saya waktu itu fans banget sama satu pemain biola berasal Jepang, Midori Goto. Saya setiap hari nonton video dia, and she was sort of a role model to keep inspiring me, and to play with friends together. Each weekend we had the repertoire class. We all played together our pieces. We would travel together. It was a lot of fun, and later it became really a part of my life. It's like biola sudah menjadi bagian badan saya, nggak bisa berpisah lagi.
Wow, but then did your family expect it before that you love this kind of instrument this much?
No, there was not so much pressure from my family side or like the mother's side. She's like a tiger mom who forces me to practice all day. No, actually not. Actually, at some point she would tell me, it's enough now, you don't have to over practice.
Wow.
But I mean, it's something that grows with experience, and the more you learn, the better you become. Also, it triggers something that you want to do more. It's like when you start noticing you become successful, better at something. Yeah, you just want more of it.
But talking about your achievements, Kak Is sudah sangat berkarya sangat banyak di Jerman dan dikenal. Kalau Kak Is memilih untuk hanya berkarya di sana bisa aja, tapi kenapa Kak Is merasa Indonesia ini punya market dan punya kecintaan tersendiri untuk bermain di sini?
I mean, for me it's just a natural thing because it's kind of a second home. I do have Indonesian blood, and it's kind of a part of me that I don't want to cut off. And also, I mean, it's so amazing how creative you can be in Indonesia. There are so many opportunities, and I feel like the arts and everything istimewa is very highly appreciated in Indonesia. So I feel super respected here as an artist. I'm honing my whole life to this little piece of wood, and the people appreciate it. So for me, that's also already an honor. You know, you can dedicate your whole life to one thing and make a living out of it. So I'm really grateful that this country is so appreciative of the arts and treat the artists very well. I can say that because I've been performing in many different countries, and I can always say Indonesia loves art and appreciates art. And I think that's very amazing.
Something to be proud of ya.
Yes.
Indonesia sangat menghargai seni dan juga musisi-musisinya. Ngobrolin soal Indonesia dan calling Kais dalam hal musik. How did you find your calling, and especially this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
The calling is something like a process. It's hard to pinpoint one moment where I decided this will be my life. There wasn't really one moment. I think some of the crucial moments in my life, or if you want to call it career, is pillar moments, like when you play for the first time publicly and you feel like there's energy flowing back and forth, you're giving it, something is coming back. For instance, the concert in Italy, I like to mention that when I was 7, it felt amazing. After that, I still remember I want to keep doing that. So you go, you study, you win prizes, you fail sometimes, you win and you lose. It's an up, down. It's a constant struggle. Your first successes mean a lot for you. Your first failures also mean the world to you, especially when you're young. You know, all these things are so important. Now, as a long term, you can see, looking back at your life, you fought so hard for this. You dedicated so many hours, tears, blood, and sweat into this thing. And you feel like, okay, it's become part of my identity. This is what I can do. This is what I want to do. I'm grateful for the support that I've been giving. You know, my circumstances are very special. My parents moved to Germany because they wanted to study there. They met there. I got lucky because Germany is a country that really supports the education of classical musicians at a young age. I got a lot of scholarships from the state, from different foundations early on, to be given the best education that you can dream of. So I think all these different circumstances contributed to the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing right now. So it's not only yourself. There's many different factors that play a role in the development of a life in music.
But then what's your biggest purpose in life that you're gonna achieve through your music?
There's many different purposes that I have. Speaking of me personally, I always feel like every human being has been given a certain potential. Potential doesn't mean it's going to be fulfilled. It's just potential. But if the potential is big, you have a responsibility for your own life. Because you've been given by God or by life a certain talent. So you need to do something about it. You can't just let it rest, let it be there. You have to do something about it. So I think with talent comes responsibility. And to reach your full potential, I don't know if that's possible at all, to reach the maximum potential, but I want to go as far as I can to fulfill what I have been given by life. And then the other purpose in my life is to share my knowledge and my talent with the young generation. I'm extremely passionate about education. I've started my own music school now in Indonesia, and I've been teaching young generation, not all by myself because my time is limited. I have a couple of private students, but basically I would like to coach a new generation of violin teachers to give and nurture the next generation of emerging violinists to really go to the international stage from Indonesia.
Wow, that's so cool. Kais, before we wrap up, I have another questions for you, but let's do something fun because I've got a bunch of questions straight from Instagram DMs. Would you mind to answer the questions?
Absolutely.
Oke, ada beberapa pertanyaan di sini, ada dari Alvita_Wijayanti. As a fan, aku penasaran nilai apa sih yang paling Anda pegang dalam hidup sehari-hari. Nah, kalau tadi udah ngomong the big value-nya ya, apa yang kemudian jadi target ataupun long term goal-nya. Mungkin sehari-hari value apa?
Let's manifest. I'm manifesting right now in this moment to have a long, happy life in music, to share my love for different kinds of music with the young generation, and to have a whole wave of new kids that learn the violin in this country.
Wow.
Let's manifest that.
Oke, kita ke pertanyaan berikutnya dari saya makan-makan. Oke, what's next? What long-term dream are you currently manifesting into reality?
I'm manifesting first the small steps. Next concert, I hope semoga lancar. I hope we deliver the best quality to make the audience menikmati musik yang indah, to give high quality performance. And I would like to manifest that I continue doing that and raise my bar with every concert, that every last concert is going to be my best.
Wow. Do you also play classical music through your concerts
Yes,
in Indonesia?
of course.
I see. So in this fast-paced world, how do you keep classical music stay relevant to the younger generation in Indonesia?
That's a very profound question. It's kind of hard to answer. There's many ways to do it. I think I like to give a mix of fun pieces and then again kind of deeper pieces with content and then again fast-paced pieces so that the people have a variety of pieces to choose from. I don't want to overburden the people with something too heavy and then just memaksa mereka, you have to listen to that. No, I mean it's kind of the mix that makes the balance.
Single-single yang kemudian disukai sama teman-teman di Indonesia dari Kak Iskandar tuh yang paling mereka senang tuh yang kayak gimana sih?
I have a new single that I just released. It's called Lacrimae. It has 5 languages, Latin, French, German, English, and Indonesian. I'm singing and I'm playing violin. We shot the music video in a special place called Nusa Kambangan. It's a prison island. And that is kind of my most popular hit at the moment. And I'm going to play it also at the concert.
Wow, the concert previously in Kemang,
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, one last question for Kak Is. So, if there is one message you'd like to share to leave for your younger generation in Indonesia who aspire to perform on international stages, especially musicians. Nggak hanya international stages, tapi mungkin untuk mereka yang sudah tahu tadi passionnya, callingnya di musik ataupun bidang apapun itu, bagaimana kemudian untuk tadi bisa menemukan identitas diri melalui apa yang mereka sukai dan bisa betul-betul konsisten karena prosesnya akan sangat panjang dan perjalanan Kais dari umur 3 tahun sampai hari ini bukan waktu yang singkat.
So my comment or suggestion would be, don't look for a career first. You know, don't look for the external factors first. Just work on yourself and try to every day become the better version of yourself. Because if you're really good and talented, you will be noticed at some point. So it's not the correct way to start looking for, you know, outer factors or external factors, but look at yourself and try to improve every day, one step at a time. You know, growth and improvement comes step by step because nature doesn't move in big leaps. It moves really millimeter by millimeter. But every day you're building a little bit, and then you have an amazing result.
Wow, what an incredible conversation. Thank you so much, Kak Iskandar, for sharing. Today we've learned that music is more than just notes. It's about discipline, identity, and vision. So for all of you listening, may this be a reminder to dream big, chase excellence, and never forget to be proud of where you come from. That's it for today's episode of The Lounge. See you next time, and stay inspired.